from the Blue Island Library. This afternoon we're talking to Rita Pasiga. Rita is the office manager over at Main Street Blue Island. Rita, why don't you tell us just a little bit about what that job entails?
It's kind of the coordinator of making sure everybody knows where everything is at and what everybody's kind of doing, keeping track of everything for the director and assisting her wherever she needs assistance.
Okay, so you just sort of run the day-to-day operations.
Day-to-day operations, yes.
Answer the phones and whatever else needs to be done.
Right.
Now, when Mayor Poloquin asked Main Street to head up the organization of the Pro-Am, the St. Francis Pro-Am, you had kind of a key role in what Main Street did. Why don't you tell us how you keyed into that?
Well, it was pretty much the go-between. We didn't have a director at first, so it's pretty much the go-between. The International Cycling Classic. The people that ran it, and then our people who did the planning for it.
Mm-hmm.
The people that did the planning for it pretty much you have full-time jobs, so it was easier for me to get a hold of the ICC, the International Classic,
Mm-hmm.
Cycling Classic, to relay things back and forth. Made it a lot easier for everybody, and also I was kind of the key person to keep things kind of moving.
So you were right on the point.
Right.
Yeah, dealing with
Right,
everything.
the middle person there.
Yeah.
I also took care of the money, bills that had to be paid, and then the biggest job was the hosting, finding host families for the cyclists for the couple of days that they would be in town.
That was a real interesting process. Tell us a little bit how that worked, because finding places for these folks to stay must not have been easy.
Some of the people, some of the host families volunteered through word of mouth. Time again was short on trying to get the bike race going up and going. So volunteers through word of mouth, people that we knew that we could depend on,
Mm-hmm.
we would ask them if they wanted to be host families. So when the riders would contact the office and ask, if we had any host families, we tried to match them up as much as possible on the families with the rider.
So you started through like a network of contacts and just asking people to volunteer here in
Right.
Blue Island to put up the bikers for a day or 2 days, or 3 days, however long
Right.
they were going to be in town while they could compete.
Some of the host families were really great. They would pick them up at the airport, which really was unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
The cyclists are supposed to find their own provisions on how to get here, but the host families went way above what they were really supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
So again, Blue Island came through for us.
Yeah, well, it's a friendly place, and they just proved that again.
Right.
Did you have any feedback from any of the bikers or any of the host families after that experience?
The bikers really enjoyed themselves. They had some pool parties. A couple of them even made comments that, gee, what a nice place Blue Island is. I'd like to come back and visit, maybe even purchase a house out here. The host families were thrilled to have people from other countries with them. They learned more about the biking experience than what they would have if they didn't host families.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a really good experience, I think, for both.
And a lot of those families probably want to sign on again for next year.
For next year, correct.
To help, and it'll be an even bigger and better event.
Correct.
Yeah,
We can always enhance on it.
Yeah. Now, in addition to that, you're kind of responsible for the operations of the day, not only the race, but also a lot of the events that took place in the park.
Yeah, it was just pretty much setting up for the food vendors, the water tents, that we would give, the riders water, and other people could purchase water.
Mm-hmm.
We had a VIP tent that we kind of organized, a bunch of us. And the day was nice, the weather was great. You couldn't ask for probably a more perfect day, and I think the riders were all happy.
Yeah.
With the route especially, they really enjoyed the route.
Well, that's good, because it was a long day, and if they hadn't enjoyed it, it might not have worked so well. Now, this year, I think the Blue Island and the race folks committed to do the race here in March, and it took place in July, so it was about 3.5 months from beginning, and a lot of work,
Correct.
A lot of organizational stuff, and Main Street and you did a great job pulling it all together.
Thank you.
Now, we've got till next July to get ready for the next race, because it's a 3-year commitment on both sides to having the race here. How soon is Main Street getting the process of organizing next year's race?
We're already going to start on it this month in September. We're having the fellow from Illinois Cycling Classic come out, and he's going to give us some pointers on marketing, advertising. So yeah, this month we're starting on it.
So right now, anybody who's interested in being part of it next year could probably
Can
contact your
contact the Main
office
Street office.
and get going on it right now, which would be the thing to do.
Right.
Well, Rita, you did a fantastic job. Everybody over there did a fantastic job with the race. You're to be applauded. It was a terrific day. I don't know anybody that didn't enjoy it. And bigger things next year.
Yeah, it was very exciting to to learn about them,
Okay.
the cyclists. So
Well, thanks for taking some time from your busy schedule to come in and talk to us this afternoon.
thank you.
This is Darren Thompson again. I'm here with Jane Healy, and Jane, can you tell us what you're doing for the bike race today?
Today, among many other things, I'm delivering water at the moment, and I'm going to be leading the big wheel race in a little bit at 5 o'clock this afternoon for the little kids. I'm going to be working a booth for the Blue Island Bike Club and for the CalSag Trail Project.
Very good. I hope you enjoy your day here.
Thank you.
Thanks for your help.
Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm here with Dave from St. Francis Hospital. And Dave, can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do at the St. Francis Hospital and what your role was in the St. Francis Blue Island Pro-Am?
Okay, will do, Darren. Thank you. I'm David Seamate. I'm the Executive Vice President at St. Francis. I'm also Vice President on the Main Street Board, so that's the connection to Main Street, which was the sponsoring organization of the bike race. When this concept was put forth by the mayor to the Main Street Board, one of the key components to make it successful was to get a major sponsor lined up. And I brought that idea back to the hospital, and the hospital was very interested in doing that. It's our way of giving back to the community. This is one of the biggest events that has been in Blue Island for quite some time, and we thought this would be a good way to step forward as the major sponsor and show our commitment to the community and the Blue Island.
Very good. Now, are you guys planning on being involved next year?
It's our plan right now to do that. We haven't finalized those agreements yet, but it is our plan right now. There's a 3-year commitment for the bike race that was signed with the contract. So we're actually talking about that right now and what we can do.
Very good. Could you tell us a little bit about, you were at the race, correct?
Yes, I was.
And what was your experience at the race, and what did you think?
I thought the race went fantastic. We'd like to see more people next year, so let's get out there next year. That was the one thing that we'd like to see more of a crowd. But the organization, I know the race committee was very happy. We were very happy. We had a first aid tent. We had a community wellness booth that was participating in the park. So we were very happy with the crowds that came through, and we thought it was a great event for the first year. We're going to be better next year, and the year after that even better. So we look forward to it.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
All right. Thank you, Darren.
Okay.